Hello, friends, and welcome back to my channel. So, today we will continue with the series that we have started, the book club series, and the book that we are discussing right now is The Hindu, Book 1. So, in the last video, we did a plot summary and touched upon few characters that are there in this book. Today we will be discussing it a bit in detail. So today I will talk about the main characters of this book and how the story progresses. So the initial chapters are basically focused on character introduction. So the important characters that are present in this book are, first is of course Om Shastri. We first see him being captured from a forest, and he's being taken to a facility. This is the introductory scene of Om Shastri. So Om Shastri is a mysterious Aghori who is captured and taken to an island facility. He is very enigmatic in nature, and his character immediately grabs attention. Then we see Veerbhadra. He is voluntarily retired, a former Indian Army brigadier, and he is leading the security team of this specialized group. And his military background adds a layer of discipline and order to the team. Then there is Dr. Srinivasan. He is the lead of this entire group, and he is a scientist. He's very serious with his work, and that is the outlook that we get in the initial chapters about this character. Next, we have Dr. Batra. He is a tall, fair man of around 50 years of age, and he belongs to the Sikh community. He is a jovial man, and he is an expert of narcotics that are used during narcotic tests. Then we have Dr. Shahista. She is a prominent psychiatrist, and she has been awarded and applauded for her significant work in the field of hypnotism. So she is the lead hypnotist and psychiatrist in this team, and she is the one who is leading this interrogation of Om Shastri. Then we have Abhilash. He's a 35 years old man, and he's an expert in Hindu mythology books. His knowledge on the subject was boundless, and he also is described as a descendant of a Brahmin family, and he is a very staunch believer in myths and superstitions. This is how the character is described in the initial chapters. So that is Abhilash. Then we have our next character. She is called Lisa Samuel DeCosta, and she is referred as LSD throughout the book. She is a young professional hacker, and she caught the attention of the Indian cyber cell, but she was very nonchalant about her talents, and she brought the technical expertise in the team. Then we have Parimal. He is 35 years old man. He hailed from the village of Wardha in Maharashtra, and he has a PhD in Indian history. He is a very demure kind of a personality, and one of the traits that is highlighted for him is that he has a problem with stammering, and because of that he lacks in confidence. Otherwise he is a very, very knowledgeable and well-read person. So these are the most important characters around which the story revolves in this book, the book 1. So now the next thing that we will discuss is the characteristics of the character that caught our interest in these chapters. So first, it is Om Shastri. He's a very, very intriguing character because he claims that he has lived through many yugas. Like he says that he was a part of Ramayana and also Mahabharata, and talks with much wisdom and knowledge with great accuracy of details. So it baffles everybody in the team, like how a person can live for so many years. Another character that catches our attention is Dr. Srinivasan, because he acts very mysteriously, like it reflects that he is holding something that is secret, because he is not divulging any information to even his team. Whenever there are questions that are coming from his team, like what is the purpose of this interrogation and what is the direction that it must go to, give us some kind of information so that we will be able to ask the relevant questions. So he just brushes everybody off. So that adds a layer of mystery for this character, like what exactly he is trying to do. Then we see a few shades of character in Veerbhadra. As I mentioned before, he is a retired military brigadier. So he is used to follow orders and not question them very much. But he is not a foolish man. He is very intelligent. So he notices little things, and that intrigues him more and more about Om Shastri. There is a part in the book where Om Shastri and Veerbhadra are alone in the room for some time, and Om Shastri kind of predicts that it is going to rain soon, whereas there are no signs outside for a layman to predict that. So Veerbhadra, when it actually rains after some time, he is very, very intrigued, and there is a beautiful explanation that Om gives about it, like how he came to know about the fact that it is going to rain. So I'm going to read that part from the book. The temperature dropped by 2 degrees, then another 5 degrees later. The wind started blowing at about 40 kilometers per hour. I could feel moisture in the breeze and could smell the wet soil. So I presumed that rains would follow. This is the explanation that Om Shastri gave. And what I found very interesting about this part of explanation is that how relatable this explanation is. Like everything about this explanation is true and is known to everybody. But what is unusual is that how these things got noticed by Om Shastri, whereas nobody else could notice these changes. So that is something very, very unusual about Om Shastri. This is one of the many instances that adds to the layer of the character of Om Shastri, which makes him very, very interesting. So this was about the main characters of the book and how the story proceeds in the initial chapters. In the upcoming videos, we will be taking up further chapters and how the story takes its turns, and we will also read some parts from the book which I found interesting and I could relate to them. So this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching the video. Kindly do put in your invaluable comments in the comment section, and kindly do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.